Alright, so I guess you can give me a little bit of context behind, I guess, each replay code that we'll go through. I assume this is one that you just recently played or something.
This one was from 5 days ago.
5 days ago, okay. And I assume again in these replays, like they're supposed to be the best of the best games that you have, right? After spamming out ranked.
Yeah, I tried playing rank today. It seems I still have a bit of rust on
Right.
me. It didn't go that well. Uh,
Okay,
I
we'll
grabbed
see.
what I could.
Yeah, we'll see how the games go. And
Yeah,
yeah, I mean, hopefully, like the ideal thing here is that
yeah,
I shouldn't be able to say too much, or there shouldn't be anything major going on here. We'll
yeah.
see.
If you tell me at the end if you do see like too much, because then I won't use the codes from today and I'll
Right,
play
right.
more tomorrow.
Yeah, yeah. So yeah, I'll let you know that. But yeah. Okay.
Yes.
Also, I'll skip around in the code as well to get like a good coverage of it because usually like I can
Yeah,
spend a
yeah.
few minutes in just a half an hour on a single code. So yeah.
Guns
Okay.
blazing,
Um.
teeth bared.
So I guess before I even start, like, what's the purpose of what? How do you play this character into that comp, and what are you guys generally looking to do?
I can zone Anna by using the wall to block LOS so that nade doesn't have effect. I can 10 and ban Winston, force Moira Fade.
Right.
Generally try and prevent the dive as well. Poke Winston, try and force bubble.
Yeah, yeah. I think
Poke Genji.
that's going to be really important to do as well. Obviously, like when they actually dive, all that stuff you just mentioned is going to be really important. But I think
Yeah.
especially trying to make sure that they don't actually are able to like set up their dive is also really important. So we'll see how proactive you are in forcing out the front line.
Yeah.
But yeah. Okay.
I'm pretty sure first might have fed a bit, but
Okay, we'll see. We'll see. Okay, so yeah, Tracer catches your Juno. I don't think there's too much you'd have done about that, to be honest. Let's see what happens to your Juno if I go top down. That's your Brig. Okay, that's just dumb. There's not much. I mean, I guess you can leap behind and whatnot, but like, this is just your Juno not staying with your Brig. Just so happens in rank for some reason. Okay. Okay, sure. It's a stash, whatever. Fine, walls look reasonable. Okay. Yeah, so that, yeah, this is insane, right?
yeah, that's what I mean.
That's
Yeah,
insane, yeah,
yeah,
yeah. Okay, well.
yeah,
If Daniel Juno, you're gonna die for this. Yeah. Okay.
yes.
Alright, so let's see here. Okay. Okay, sure. Okay, so like, I get this is like all fine, but like I'd prefer you to rotate around in this direction here again, right? Because especially when you're playing with
Yeah,
the Reaper
yeah,
as well, like I know Christopher talks about this sometimes, right? But when you're playing dive and you've already got map space, you don't want to give the enemy team free retakes. But you can get a free retake if you just rotate right side. If you go forward like this, this is going to be their kill box, or maybe it might even pull the trigger early and go around here. But yeah, it's significantly harder for them to actually stay to dive had you just gone right side, you know? It's obvious, but it's something that I doubt
yeah.
anyone's watching this is going to pick that up. But yeah, okay. Okay, poke's fine, poke's fine. Okay. Looking at Ana. That scouting's fine as well. If someone catches your Sojourn, whatever. Okay, let's go back behind here actually. Yes, so like the Winston jumped you, but while you were wall climbing, so yeah, I didn't see that much. I didn't make a much of a sound cue. So I guess when you see the Winston jumping, what should you do here?
If I go on Anna, my team's just gonna die
Mm-hmm.
because they're diving. So I should try block Anna LOS, then 10 and ban. Try and help.
Yeah, great, right? So, like, you can just block it like this. She's too far away for you to
Yeah.
actually, like, get a kill or something. And just
Yeah.
go on a CD. So, yeah, block LOS, turn and force out flankers. That's the best thing you can really do. And take a 5v4. So, we'll see what you do here. Okay. So, wall's decent. And that's, yeah, really great wall there. I'll look from your POV, actually, to see what happens. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Fine, fine. So yeah, the only thing I can say that is like if I'm someone watching this code back, I don't even know that the wall's gonna get that nade because I'm looking top down, but I don't know if someone else is gonna be doing that. But yeah, I think
Yeah.
from what you do, there's not much I can really ask for, you know. Like again, the only thing I could really say is make it more flush with the corner. That's it. But yeah, that's pretty much perfect. Has to play that. Okay. Okay, living. I say that, yeah, but like, just I would prefer you staying on high ground. You're already low HP and your backline's dead, so I would just like leap out here, to be honest, and then try and get your HP back. I don't think I'd say that. And somehow you live that. That's crazy. Okay. Fine. 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 Fine as well. Sure. Okay. Fine. Plus I have Genji. Sure. Okay, so now once it's back in, you haven't got wall. What do you do?
Two options. I don't even have leap, so I think I swing the corner, poke backline when I have wall and leap. Wall backline, leap back.
Right, so like this is probably gonna be a chance. Like the only thing you can do here is just scatter around the corner. So you're probably gonna need to peek the corner like this and just see where the backline's at. You might even, if you're just cheeky as well, you can even wall climb above like this and try and scout like this. That's fine as well. But either one's fine. Because again, there's nothing else you can really do. And then when you do get your CDs, you can do the exact same zoning playstyle thing. So we'll see what you do here. Okay, so you don't even enter the corner this time, and hopefully. There's not going to be a massive consequence out of this. The slash Winston was not that high value. Still no wall yet. Still no wall. Your brig dice to an Ana. Okay. So yeah, and then you finally get a wall down, right? So if I actually, I'm curious to see how the Genji Tracer staying for this long. Who do you? Hang on, let me see. POV. Because in reality, you should be slashing Genji here out of anyone, right? Because the only one.
That's what I was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's the only one that you can see on your screen right now, and then because the Winston's low, that's why. Yeah, okay, makes sense. I think that's reasonable considering you was low HP. To try and finish the kill, I think that's fine. I think again here, do you switch targets? Not really. You're kind of AFK, so. Maybe after he pops Primal, then you need to swap targets. That's the only thing I can say there, really. And then a little bit more scouting on where the backline's coming from, because you're seeing a nade coming in right here. I'm not sure if the nade's going to get any value, but still was something. Yeah, I mean, could have gotten value there had it been a little bit earlier by your team. So yeah, a little bit more zoning there initially, to have a little bit more awareness, just turning the corner, making sure where the Ana's coming at, making sure she's even looking at you. I think maybe there's an argument where if the more your Ana are looking at you, then hopefully your team can actually are able to live. And then that should buy you enough time to go. So your cooldown's back, and then again, Winston slash is fine. Barring that, force up the flankers a little bit there. But apart from that, not much else to say. Your backline are just folding over against the Genji Tracer, so I can't. Yeah, I mean, it's a bit unfortunate. Okay. Alright. Fine. Okay, you got spikes now. The spikes are really. So how do you tell me how to use spikes against the comp?
If the Winston wastes bubble and he jumps away, you can ult him, get free kill.
Yeah,
tank.
yeah, right. So like,
if not that, then sleep dot and then just ult Ana.
Right. So it can either be used in if he's in primal or another blade potentially. Then I think it's actually reasonable or somewhat reasonable to put spikes in your backline to help again make them live through the ultimates.
Yeah.
If not, then again you're just going to be using them to either confirm kills onto the Ana who split, or to confirm kills onto the Winston who's jumping out. So we'll see how you use spikes here. Okay, fine. I like how you don't use wall there, just force gold essence, which was good. And again, this is like actually pretty smart. Like if I zoom out here and I look at where their backline's playing, like Genji, they're hard baiting us essentially, right? Like their backline's playing pretty far away, and the only people that are pushed off right now are Tracer and Winston. So it's good that you force us out, you get Coalescence out. Hopefully, you guys can kite and just live the Coalescence. You haven't actually got to rally back or anything. So we'll see here.
I think I ulted the Winston.
Okay, rally for it. I mean, that's just a bad rally. For sure. I think considering that you guys are committing on walling in the fight, I think walling this is reasonable. Again, on a team level, I'd prefer you guys just to rotate away and not use rally, especially when they put Nanoblade.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think what you're doing is reasonable according to what your brig's doing. Okay, sure. I mean, how did you even say how much HP it was? Let's see. I mean, you know he hasn't got bubble. He hasn't got primal.
I thought he was gonna jump over the wall.
And then yeah, and then you have to because your LOS is a line directly in front of you. Then you have to switch it around to the left side. So fine, whatever. Okay. Yeah, but obviously now you wish you had your fucking spikes for the Nanoblade, exactly.
Yeah.
Very fortunate. Okay. I think my only mindset there is like, even if the spikes hit, or even if the spikes are, let's say like he did actually jump out main here, whether the spikes are worth using against, you know, just to confirm the kill into the Winston or not. I mean, because the way I see it is that if you're in a team and you've ult-tracked Nanoblade and your only response to that, then again the rally's just terrible as well.
Oh, yeah.
So it's tough because like there is an argument to keep spikes for Nanoblade, but there's also an argument to keep rally here for Nanoblade and not to actually waste it. So you're kind of in like it's like a domino effect of mistakes where you waste rally, so you're forced to. It's tough to do spikes properly here, or like you feel like you need to get the kill into the Winston here immediately. So yeah, I'm not gonna blame you too much for this one. In fact, ult use is just something that again in ranked, like there's not too much that goes beyond it because no one's caring about ult game in ranked. So yeah. Okay, I assume that fight's maybe lost. Imagine by time code,
I
maybe
think
not.
we won this fight.
That's incredible considering your entire team's dead. But we'll see. Fine, yeah. Okay, Moro just goes one shots. Which Moro player? Okay. Turning back's fine. Good. Like to live. Good cover usage. I would.
You can't block instantly after jumping off the wall.
Oh yeah, that's fine. That's fine. Yeah, that's fine. 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 That's all. That's fine. Okay, sure. Then you win the long fight because you're replaying your build. Okay, sure. Alright. So far, like micro-wise, there hasn't been any insane mistakes. In fact, the worst fight, so to say, is the fight where you're literally holding here on the retake. Like when they were retaking into you. But so far, like everyone no complaints, no major complaints, which is good. Okay, let's see here. I do wish that you played against Amalga. Because I think Hazard players really struggle playing into like Sombra and
Zarya.
And Zarya as well.
Zarya
as well. Yeah.
Zarya
sure.
now it's with that jumping perk with the grenade thing.
Yeah.
You can't wall her. You wall her and then she just jumps over it.
She jumps over it. That's kind of insane.
Yeah. Biggest counter. That was like the biggest counterplay to Zarya on Hazard for me anyway. Like when you wall and then you just explode her. But now you just jump over it.
Yeah, it's quite annoying. That has to be really annoying. But I mean, yeah. There's not too much else I can add to it apart from like I guess it was rare already that you would get good walls into Zaryas and kill them immediately off of it. I mean, unless you're playing like bad Zaryas or whatever.
And it also bounces off her bubbles now.
It does, well. Yeah. But yeah, okay. Wall there. Let's look at what you were scouting for. Let's see. Okay. So like the whole purpose of doing this is to scouts, right? So like I feel like you're kind of doing it for the vibes. But like again, I would be looking at where the
I was actually trying to look.
Right. Yeah. Maybe right. But like again, I feel like all the lurking you need to do is walk climb over here, see any flankers coming around this sort of direction, and then look back main. Because I don't know where the backline is, right? When the Winston jumps in. Because there's no scouting information, right? So you might just automatically wall this off, right? But it might just be a good wall based off of fucking luck, right? Or based off of not you having that information of where the backline's actually playing. So you can't just go off of vibes and like, oh yeah, the backline's gonna be roughly playing here, and that's fine. That's gonna work properly. But yeah, I'll just have a little bit more scouting information, especially, and that becomes especially important in team play too. It's decent. The wall's gonna zone off the Winston fairly. Yeah, it's going to have the Genji, the Ana, and the Moira as well. Ana's not going to see shit, so it's a good wall. But yeah, I want a little bit more information on that beforehand. Okay. Nice. The boop as well. Gats has a big boop as well. Okay. Did he have any ammo there to finish him off? Let's see, but a little bit back there. Let's see. Okay. So one more body shot before you start blocking there to finish the kill. A little bit of micro there, but barring that, relatively fine.
I think I had 0 bullets.
You still have 5 shots here. Before you actually you have 2 shots there, 1 shots. No, yeah, I'm just 1. Okay, yeah, never mind. I didn't know you get ammo back on thingy on while you're actually blocking. That's interesting. But yeah.
You don't even have to hit them, it's just automatic.
I didn't even know that. Well, the more you know, I suppose. Okay. The big dice for Tracer again. Fortunately, again, he's good here. Not much as you can really do, to be honest. Fine. Was a little bit rushed. I think again, I prefer it more to like. I want it a bit deeper, not even to necessarily split the Genji here, but just a little bit deeper to split off the backline a little bit more, so we're actually able to walk up and shoot the Genji. But yeah. Okay. Okay. Oh, I'm not a fan of this. So, what's the issue with this?
I just turn my back to an Ana.
Yes, and you should. The Ana, I think the Ana just misses her sleep dot, to be honest, and you live because of that. Yeah, she does. She does. So yeah, that's like the main issue there. I guess again, this is very greedy similar to first fight, where I don't know why you're looking for a trade. I mean, I know why, because you're down your brick and you want to try and get a trade here. But again, it's gonna come out the life. It's gonna come out your own life, right? So even had you got this Genji, you're going to die for this in good level play. And actually, like, this is kind of a, to me at least, because I've seen this so many times in tier 3 play, if I see I had to do this, or a tank overextend for a kill, that's really unnecessary. That's kind of a red flag to me. So, and it's because it's a very ranked thing to do. Like, it's such a ranked thing to do, just to try and greed for kills. But in team play, like, it's why I say to teams, you need to play, a call that needs to be made is to play slow, or to stabilize. And in other words here, right, if you want to push the Genji, fine, I have no issue with that, right? It's kind of why I alluded to putting the wall here, so you're actually able to walk safely and push slowly onto the Genji, instead of having to greed and feed, and rely on the Ana missing our sleep dot to help you lift this. So, I hope this isn't, like, representative of just how you generally play, though I feel like it generally is. But yeah, like, it's a bad habit that's probably going to need to be worked out at you. You got away with that. Like, you're not getting punished for it, so you're gonna keep doing it. But yeah. Yeah, okay, sure. Not much as you could have done there, right? But again, I think your own life there is a bit more valuable than looking for a trade. Okay. Okay, that's probably gonna be overtime. Alright, let's look at second points. Okay, Zarya now.
Second point was roughly fine. I think third point was a real struggle.
Okay, actually, we'll go to third point here, actually. Yeah, because it's more close. I assume they're going to still play Zarya here, yeah. Okay, it's going to be fun. Bastion. Funnily enough, I was literally, like, 10 minutes ago, I was just scripting a video on the #1 Bastion player in EU. So, it'll be interesting to see how that works here. Sorry?
Who's the #1 Bastion?
Poo Sniffer, which is a crazy name. But yeah. Crazy name. Okay, this is fine, sure. Fossil Frontline, all good. Fine. I will say it's a bit hard for your comp here, because if you play the slow fight, the Zarya will be high charge and you'll lose. But again, you can't play the quick fight necessarily, because they're also really good at doing that because of the Genji Tracer, and the Zarya can bubble anyone and she can bait really hard. So it's super. Only thing you can do here is try and get value out of your cycle here initially. The thing Bastion's really good at doing in high level play, a thing that I've seen at least, is he's actually really good at zoning. Because if he turret forms and he pops in onto the Ana can't peek for like a good 6 seconds, essentially. Which allows you and your team to force up frontline in the meantime. That's your only advantage you have in this comp. It's when your Bastion's got uptime. So yeah, we'll see how you play with that. Again, Bastion's an unconventional pick, but I think it's a good sort of a trick to have if you're able to play with unconventional picks. But we'll see here. What you do is reasonable. I think the wall here is actually fairly okay. Again, it splits off the Genji here. You're allowed to essentially zone 4 people and turn the Genji, so I think that's fine. As long as you don't get forced out yourself. Which you don't, which is good. Okay, your backend's playing really far. We'll see what you're playing. Okay. Let's look at your POV here from the leap, because this might look reasonable from your POV. Okay. Okay. So why go for the leap here?
I kind of wanted to force out the other Zarya bubble. I had the Bastion turning behind me as well.
Right. How do I phrase this? What might happen as a result of you leaping this?
Me getting slapped and naded.
Yes, right. And it's super annoying. It's super basic. It's super like whatever, right? whenever I play Malga into like double flex backlines, I have this mistake too. But like, yeah, you need to play more passive essentially. Let your Bastion do the work. Let your Bastion draw the aggro. In fact, again, I don't even know where he's playing because you're not looking at him, right? He's actually extremely safe playing over here. And again, his role is to just zone space and draw attention and draw aggro. That's literally all his job is, right? And once he does that, again, it zones out the Tracer and the Zarya. Then you can start to walk up a little bit more. But yeah, you're essentially feeding a kill here on the enemy team. And I doubt you're gonna get punished for this. I mean, maybe you do, right? Maybe I'm wrong. But we'll see if Leap ends up doing anything, or if you get punished for it. Okay. Yeah, the Tracer ends up going too deep because your light is one. Okay. Okay, wall into the Zarya there. She's gonna jump over it probably. Okay, fine. So yeah, you're lucky you don't get forced out of it there. But yeah, a little bit more, I guess, caution there, I suppose. And essentially, considering that your backline is actually the one baiting, considering you're playing Illari here too, and they overextend a little bit, I would have liked for you to play a little bit slower. Again, wait for the Tracer to get forced out, with your Rita to get forced out, with your backline and Illari to actually walk here safely, and then you can actually stop pushing the enemy team. But yeah. Okay. What CDs do you have right now? Let's see. Wall and Leap. Okay, so you're doing fine here. Okay. Sure, I think yeah, the wall's reasonable. Again, I think had you got a little more flush wall here, just hiding on burning the Zarya is fine. So that's all good. Okay, good angle. Okay. Did you know she didn't have sleep dot here? I missed it when going through POV. So when you leaped onto her, do you? No. I don't know. I see the status of her CDs. Yeah, she's got both, right? So. Again, this is extremely greedy.
Yeah.
How many you die for this?
I
do. Yeah, this is what you call hardcore feeding. Yeah, even if you don't die for this, you're still gonna get like all your CDs forced out. It's not great, right? So yeah, I guess like what should you have done here instead?
Not do that. Just keep playing there a bit.
Yeah. I mean,
I could like. If I wanted to, I could flank around and go behind the Ana, but that just takes a long time.
Yeah, it takes a really long time, and you're also making sure that the Genji Tracer are just free on point. So all I need you to do here is just AFK. The Zarya's going to rotate around point, and then you can reset. You can set up your engage again, or again you can essentially hold here, right? And again, it's super hard for you to be forced out. But again, you can threaten the Ana if she walks onto you. So again, you can just AFK basically. Or you can also just leap the point and play a little bit earlier. Because you know the Tracer is going to be on point anyways. So either one's fine, but not going onto the Ana is kind of the key thing here.
Yeah.
And again, like, you've entered like 3 times and you've got punished. This is one time you've got punished for it. First fight you got punished for it as well. And then you also entered into the Genji on the first point and didn't get punished for that. You've kind of entered 3 times in this game so far, which is not great. Okay. Sure. Okay. Also Tracer fine. I do kind of wish your backline had any sort of semblance of competency. That's what it is. Okay, sure. I think one thing I could have mentioned here earlier as well is that, like, I don't know. Hang on. Did you roll out to the right side here? Or like, did you see your...
Yeah.
Yeah, so like again, if you're running with Illari here, so just don't do that, obviously, because like your backline's gonna be, they're gonna have no angles here, anyways. So yeah, just play a bit wider. I mean, why did you go right side here? Did you just not know that?
I kind of just like playing there a bit more.
Yeah. I mean, I think you just kind of went on autopilot, so to say, and then didn't realize you had a significantly more ranged comp. But yeah. Okay. Speed it up here. Okay. All right. So Brig May, thank God. Let's see here. Ratha's fine. What you're running now. Okay. Okay, sure. Okay. I like the sleep, so why is the sleep good?
I have an ankle. And if they want to look at me, they have to turn around.
Right, so again, it puts them between a rock and a hard place, where it's super hard for this person, and this person, even their Tracer. Where's their Tracer? God knows. God knows what that person's doing. But it's really hard for these guys to force you out, and if they ignore you, you're able to punish the Ana, or you're able to split off the Ana and then walk forward, force point, try and punish backline. Like, you can do so many things at once, so I really like this angle here, if I'm watching this code and I know what's going on here. The grab comes out, what should you do?
To be honest, I should have walled the Ana, shouldn't I?
Yeah, I think walling here is probably the most ideal thing. So you can zone 3 people at once, and then maybe turn and burn the Zarya here who's playing a little bit aggressively. Only thing I can say there, really. Maybe you don't even need to commit leap, right? Maybe you can just, again, force a point here, wall like this, and then shoot the Zarya, and then once she starts walking out, then you can commit leap afterwards. So there's also something else you can do as well. But we'll see here.
I think it was throw.
I mean, your Mei does wall that, so maybe it's a little bit too late from you and your Mei. But again, war here looks okay-ish to me. Yeah, it looks relatively okay to me. I don't know how your bricks is dumb and shit, but whatever. That's fine. Okay, I was looking at your POV here, so let's see what information on the screen. So what should you do now? What should you do now? Your bricks dead. What do you do? Can you look for a trade?
Ana.
Ana.
Actually, sleep off.
Yeah, you can't really go on Moira either. She'll fade out of it. You'll be an Ana at worst.
Yeah, just great. Live. No?
Yeah, live. Literally just live, reset, soft reset. That's all you really need to do. You can't look for a trade. I don't. If I see you leap onto the Ana, I'm gonna cry. Or like leap into the. I mean, this is also risky too because you're leaping into the grab itself and 4 different people at once, and on LOS too, which is scary. So I would expect you to again die for this. In high level play, considering you're the most aggro person right now, you've got no leap. Like they should turn and burn you. It's kind of what they should be doing here. But they might not do that. Yeah. You just walk up for free. So how fortunate. Okay. Do they use Call 2 and Pulse Bomb? My days. Yeah, I mean this is just whatever. You take that. Okay. Fine. Fine, if we're punished there, unlucky. Oh, okay, what's the issue with this?
Mona fade, but yeah. I don't know where the Ana is, what cooldowns the Ana has.
Yeah, right.
If Zarya can bubble the Moira.
Right, so like there's a 10 trillion things.
And I'm happy to be.
Yeah. So like even if you had leap here, right? Like at best you kill the Moira and you die yourself and you make it a trade. And then, like, it's gonna be even harder for your team to push back when they've got no tank. So again, this is extremely ranked, where you'll see certain triggers, like you'll see individual triggers of like, oh yeah, this person's got no cooldowns, I can then punish this. But it really takes a great hazard player or any tank player for that matter of fact to look at the broader scope of things. And again, play slow, chillax. Like they're gonna back up, right? They can't hold this position forever. So yeah. If you get the kill there, I expect you to die for this. Okay, well, Ana just misses a sleep dot again. Jesus Christ.
She hit our carry.
Oh my days. Oh my god. I mean, that's an insane TP. That's just a dumbass TP, right? Even with the shuffle perk, it's a dumb TP. But like, that is crazy. That is the most ranked thing I've ever seen. I mean, your Q dies instead of you, right? But again, the idea is roughly the same.
Yeah.
But yeah. Very lucky there. Very lucky.
Yeah.
Alright. Speed it up here. I mean, so far, like, had someone told me, if I was looking at this and I was trying to understand, you know, what's going on in this code, or like I'm looking at this from a rank POV, if I knew that you had no experience in team play, this would be as obvious as daylight to me, because there's been at least 4 or 5 cases in the half a dozen or so fights that we've seen where you've essentially greeted, and half the time you die, half the time you don't. And again, it's probably, I don't blame you for it because it's ranked, but again, at the same time, if I'm a team, if I own a team and I'm looking for a tank player who's actually fairly disciplined, then again, I am, and that's on my list. That might not be great. What comes to how you're playing here.
Yeah.
But it's not something that's major. It's not something that can't be fixed over time. So yeah, it's just a very ranked sort of mindset thing to do. And I guess the question, if I'm asking, if I own a team, the question is, how quickly can I get this person to stop playing like a team, or to stop playing a little bit more disciplined, a little bit more carefully, and not feeding in fights where they really should be punished against higher level teams. But yeah, because you are doing the stun blocks to fights well. Okay, we'll look at one more fight here, and then we'll look at a different code. Okay. Kitsune out here. Okay, well, whoa. So we'll see what's going on here. Okay. Also, not even to mention, this is also why I found the trial thing super weird. Because again, if you've only played ranked your entire life, their ability to communicate and actually make fight plans is probably going to be null and void. So again, if I ask you
I
here,
don't think I've talked to voice chat for like the past. Actually, I shouldn't say anything.
yeah, probably not great, right? And again, like I've been on teams where that's been okay. Like the tank player isn't that vocal, so it's maybe the main support that makes a good call, or the main support that's the heavy lifting and calling. But again, it's useful for your own mindset and your own thinking and your own thought process about what you want to do here. So I guess you tell me, right? What are like 2 or 3 things you can do here as a team, based on the economy?
As a team,
yeah.
Probably to be honest, we could bait them to walk in, then carry out.
Right. So if you're planning to bait here, where do you want to play?
Further back.
Yeah, so I would
like
say
the high middle point.
Right, so like, at least like 2 corners is a good rule, or again a lot more distance, right? So probably around here, or you can play here. Here's relatively fine because it's still a good amount of distance, right? But again, I think here or here are like ideal cases if you want to like properly bait and play the point itself. The point itself is open space as well.
And then break out if they break out the nano blade, right?
Right. So like I probably want you here. I probably want your backline playing your bricks not baiting. But again, I would probably want your backline playing around here, and then you kite back, and then hopefully they just nano blade down main into the open space, and you should be a-okay here, so to say. But we'll see what goes on here. So again, you're playing extremely close, you know, and again, like, you're not baiting a nano blade. And the thing is, playing closer isn't even bad, because maybe, right, your bricks, some things I've seen some teams do is they can have their brick have rally and they'll hide the hull like somewhere over here maybe, and then they'll rally really quickly and then
Hollywood.
So they again, sorry?
My Anna was doing that on Hollywood, crouching behind them.
Right. It's again something that I've seen even in the Malga mode. That's something that I saw Alcacia do in 2 weeks ago, where they'll have the brick play really close. They'll rally and then they'll just intercle someone. Even with bubbles, they'll intercle someone. So in this case, it'll be the Ana, and then that fight's already cooked. But yeah, like stuff like that is really creative, and even high level teams don't do it all the time. But yeah, baiting is the obvious thing. But it looks like to me, if I had to predict how this fight would go, that you get forced out here, and then Kiryu drops the Kitsune Rush. This Kitsune is not going to be enough to deal with the blade, or the Nano Blade, I should say, and then you guys still lose this fight. That's how I would predict this fight going out.
Yeah.
Maybe they just kite it, that's fine as well. They can just do that as well. That was really hard. But they beat up Kitsune, funnily enough. Okay. And I would expect another blade here between now and the next 5 seconds. Anytime now. Anytime now would be great. There we go. And yeah, because of how close your backline is playing, and you get, I think you get forced up from here to here. You're forced to leap away, early on as well, which is not great. I think do you leap away before the Nano Blade? Let's see. Yes, you do. Yeah. Which is also not great. You're too far away to force up the Tracer. You're not threatening backline. You're not threatening the backline trader at all. This is a good position to play if you want to again threaten the backline trade. I'd probably move a little bit further back, so to say maybe. So you're not getting forced up by the Zarya here. What the Zarya should be doing is turning this corner like this. Again, you should be turning around like this, and they force you out. So I would play a little bit further back here. But barring that, like, again, I think you leaping out a little bit too early here is unfortunate. And again, they force our front line, they commit the Nano Blade, and they destroy your team. So yeah. Okay. I think to distill that fight, and again, it's something that's important when you're playing against Malga. If you're playing against a comp or a team or a win condition that can really run it down on you or your team, you need to play 2 corners away or have a lot more distance to what you're playing, generally speaking. And I say that because again, you can hold close, but it depends on what your team's doing. If they're playing really close as well. But yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, let's do another code. Alright.
Okay, I think I end up jumping off the map at the end. It's a bit of a because the game was just over.
Okay.
I hope that's not an issue.
7-6, sure. Alrighty. So I would expect it's more of the same, or like it's gonna be similar in terms of how you're playing, or like how greedy you are.
This one's from today, so it might be worse.
Right, we'll see. Okay, bro's okay. We're back.
Let's type in.
Alright. Okay. Jesus Christ, man. Oh,
yeah, I told you, man. It was a bad day of ranked. It was a bad day of ranked.
Like, And you get away with it is I can't tell what's the worst thing. Like
I don't get away with it. I die for this.
Okay, okay, but like the honor misses the sleep dot, and it's just like, what are you doing? Like the honor is just, I can't tell what's worse. You engaging on the honor missing. I can't tell what's worse. Okay.
They're pretty equal.
Yeah, I mean, Jesus Christ. Oh my days. Were you planning to submit this code? Were you planning to submit this code?
Okay, first fight doesn't count.
Right. Okay. Sure. Right. But like, it's just yeah. But like, if I'm someone who's watching this back and I look at the first fight, you know how professors mark essays and they don't actually look at the entire essay. They look at like how the first paragraph and how you write. Like it's kind of like that. Right, if I'm someone watching this and I'm looking at this and I'm like, bro, what the fuck is my hazard player doing? And the honor misses the sleep dot too. Like, is this a plat lobby? And like, yeah, this is not. I would immediately off the bat. I would not use this code. So yeah. Personally, I would not use the code.
Okay, this one's getting replaced, and I'll play more games.
Yeah. Look at defense here. Or the other way around, yeah. We'll just go to a different point here. Maybe you unwatch yourself a little bit. But we'll see. Okay.
Okay, do you have an emergency code in case? Okay, maybe we should just skip this one then, I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, sure. Use your emergency code, whatever. But yeah.
Oh, I know this one.
Like imagine you know what they say, like first impressions matter, or whatever the case is. Like imagine that's the first code they put up and that's the first fight, you know?
Yeah.
Like, it's not good first impression. Even if like you falter out, you have like some minor mistakes throughout the rest of the code. Like I can at least forgive that if your first fight's good. But yeah.
Okay, that happened after I decided to deal with the guy who went 3-17 on DPS.
Okay. Happens. Alright, Queen here. So much so why is there so much Genji Tracer? Wait, we'll see. Okay. Scouting, fine. Okay. I think that's okay. I mean, again, I think you can do two things at once here. You can look for the one shot while also staging up for the dive here, or not even staging here necessarily, right? Just controlling the space and again punishing or threatening the backline here to walk. So yeah, you're doing multiple things at once. You're threatening Juno, you're zoning the honor, you're taking that high ground away from the Genji, and you've got good scouting information as well onto the high ground. So pretty good so far. No complaints so far. Looks good. Okay, only thing I can say that is where I want you to move to while you're blocking. So, you don't hit the one shot, fine. Where should you rotate to? Or how should you be moving? What should your body language look like?
I should probably be blocking like the Ana and the Genji as much as possible. So walking backwards towards almost my back to the point.
Yeah, right. So I'm not sure if you know this. I'm pretty sure you do, but you can stand here actually.
Yeah, you can stand behind that.
So I'd be strafing in this direction back here.
Yeah.
And then that's what I'd hopefully just see you do here. Because again, all you need to do is live here essentially, right? And again, look how much attention you're zoning, right? Like it's 1, 2, technically 3 because you try to one-shot her, and 4. So you're zoning 4 people at once, and that should give your team time to burn the traitor here, as long as you don't get burned yourself. Which is my concern, because holy shit, yeah, that sleep dot is close to hitting you there, right? So again, that's my major concern. Had you got slept there, then you become the one that gets turned and burned on. But yeah. Okay, the wall. Let's see this again from your POV. Because again, you might be killable because of the wall here. Hey, dash commits. Fine. Zones of the honor. I can live with that. It zones of the honor a little bit, and the Genji's got no dash, so I think that makes sense. I can live with that, sure. Put to live. Okay, yeah, not much as you can do there, so to be honest. Why is the leap here? You tell me, is this leap here good?
I saw the Juno like through the window.
Yeah, I think the leap's fine. I think it's completely fine. Why is the leap fine?
Because that Ana's not doing anything from there.
Yes, she's doing fuck all, right? And you can't kill the Ana because she's still got sleep dot. So, you know, if you can't zone her, you can't dive her. So, by process of elimination, you need to go back anyways. There's one other thing you can maybe do here. Right, what else could you do? Maybe. What do you see at the top of your screen?
Point.
Yes, there we go. Point unlocks in 2 seconds, right? So again, you can just leave the point, force point. These guys will be forced to come to you, and then again, you can just chillax. You can run back to high ground if you need to, etc. That's the thing as well. Is that forcing point is really, really important in high level play, and in coordinated play as well. But yeah. It's been unfortunate we don't see that. And actually, if I go to your POV here, I don't know if you're actually going to get any kills with this. Mainly because you can't see shit, right? Like, I don't see... The only thing you have is a ping on Queen. That's it, really. You can't see Juno, you can't see the Tracer, you can't see the Queen, really. So I think, again, I would have loved for you to go to point it, essentially. Instead of, again, trying to gamble on getting a Juno kill. But again, nothing major. Okay, fine. Okay, sure. I mean, I can live with you going point it. I think the wall is a little bit contrived. So again, where should the wall be, roughly?
The other staircase.
Yeah, so like down here, or like blocking off the Ana. That either of those are fine.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think the engagers are reasonable, but your wall will be nuts. Finally gets lit. Luckily, no nade though. Now you go with Ana, because she's got no sleep dart, makes sense. Nice. Reasonable. All good. Good body block too. Alright, let's see here. Much better starts. Right. Soldier now. Okay. Then they get Juno big too, which is nice for you. Okay, scouting around, that's fine. Okay. Fine. Fine engage. Juno split. Yeah, there's not much else to add there really. Like Queen just fed in, Juno split from her brig. Yeah, there's not much to add here. Okay. Got here. Fine. See, this is pushing slowly. This is like safely pushing, right? If you go past this corner, then it becomes really, really risky. But barring that, like again, you're trying to chase the kill, that's fine. But again, this is pushing slowly. And more of that needs to happen in your games. Okay, let's see here. Fine. Door. I can live with the wall. I think it's a good split. Again, it's gonna force the Queen off anyways, so I think it's fine. Where's the team playing in accordance to that? Okay-ish. Again, if we're playing this close, I would want your team to play closer here with you as well. But again, I'm not gonna cry about it too much. It's ranked, so the wall's good. Should force a shot here, hopefully. Okay, maybe not. It's fine though. She's low. Fine.
Never mind.
Yeah, I thought maybe she used shot from spawn, so that's maybe why. Not good clearance from your Queen though, sadly, or from your Kiriko rather, because again the backline can kite this. The Juno's playing far away, the Soldier's playing far away, the Brig's playing under, the Tracer can just kite out anyways. The Queen can kite out, so it's a not great K rush by your Kiriko here, sadly. Would have been a great K rush had you again during the wall itself. But again, that's probably a team play thing more than a you thing. Deep fine. That boop is crazy. Let's see here. Okay.
I thought that wall was... It was like telegraphed.
Yeah,
that wall was gonna, like, you know...
I guess my thing with this... not even just the wall here necessarily, it's just the broader picture or the broader engage here. I guess, like, it's... Yeah, you tell me. What do you think about this engage?
I don't know. It's kind of just me and the Genji versus the world.
I think it's fine. I actually think it's fine itself. I think it needs to be quicker though. Like because why do you think I say that?
Because they're still aren't they still being sped by Juno rank? They could just walk backwards.
Maybe right, but who can you kill her? If you're fast enough.
Probably.
Right, Soldier. He's half HP. He's playing in front of his Queen for some dumb fucking reason. So if you get a good wall here, like, this guy's dead. He should be just dead immediately. And again, what I would love to see here is a little bit of, like, slow pushing, right? So you wall here quite easily. You kill the Soldier. Maybe even get the Tracer too on the cleave damage, right? Maybe the Queen you get with a good wall. And then you don't even need to use the spikes anyways. So again, it's kind of, again, you're greening towards it just to win a fight quickly. Which is not great, because they're just going to come back with Orbital Ray, Rally, etc. And then you'll lose the fight afterwards. So the wall here is too slow. You're going to kill the Soldier here anyways, regardless of spikes. So this wall here does actually catch the Soldier a little bit. So the wall's actually fairly decent, right? It's the spikes that I'm majorly concerned with. And you use, that's their boss bomb, but you also use Hona here as well, which is not great. So yeah, the wall here, I'm not a fan. And you end up getting even trades for it, which is just terrible as well. So you're using 3 ults for basically no reason. Not great. And then you get a little bit lost with Tucker priority, right? So of course you should have gone onto the soldier, but I think you missed him onto the screen. And then who should you go onto here?
Probably Juno or Brig.
Yes, so probably Juno or Brig. Juno's 1 HP, so that's the obvious target here, right? And then Brig here as well.
Yeah.
And again, that splits off the queen from her team as well. So again, more reasons to turn around and look for the backline here. A little bit lost there. And again, the ult usage there is not great. Partially on you, because I think the spikes are wasted, but again, partially on your team for just wasting KOS really early. This is yeah, get out. Yeah, there we go. Okay. Welcome's good. Again, whenever you over-invest ults like this, like, you need to bait, because I don't see how your team's gonna win this. We'll see. Wall's okay. Wall's a screen shout. Wall's flag already. This is actually really smart, so I'm not sure if you did this intentionally. It's something that I remember in the video I just made when Claudio was playing Ryan into Queen, and his team had a massive ult disadvantage. He literally called to play really early to force the Queen to ult really early. So I like this a lot. So you force shout early, and then hopefully again your team should have been playing a bit more aggressively with you to try and force Queen ult early. But barring that, I think what you do is really good. No concerns. Maybe you can keep the leap here, so you can leap away if you need to. So yeah, this kind of shows me that, again, this is kind of accidentally good, because all you need to do here is force Queen to shoot the Queen, leap away when she Queen ults, or leap away when they pop one of their ultimates here, and then again you should be okay. But we'll see what happens here. Okay, yeah, you commit Orbital Ray, Queen ult the Ray, sure. For Cassidy, fine. Fortunate, get the kill there eventually. So you'll win this fight, but I'm actually sure you guys end up winning this. Looking kind of crazy, good wall, nice, fine. But yeah, like I think their team should have played a lot slower to get Juno ult and Rally before the fight began, and then their Queen should have played a lot slower as well, so that she doesn't get walled up by you. And then again, I would have preferred you to keep leap to go to the high ground, so you can bait effectively. But barring that, nothing else here major. So honestly, pretty good on here on Ilios overall. Okay, let's see this next points. Okay, Zarya now. Ash Tracer. Okay. Alright. Okay. Fine. I say fine, right? But again, what's kind of my biggest?
I thought he used 2 bubbles. This is weird visual thing. I thought he used both.
Right. So maybe a miscommunicate or a misvisual, I guess. Just what's on your screen here, basically. Yeah, I think had you known he's got one more bubble left, then you wouldn't be leaping like this.
Yeah.
Even now.
When it's about to break, you saw it. When it's about to break, it shows it as like full HP.
I don't know, man. Maybe
very brief, but it exists.
Maybe it's like I just don't know. I can't even like think of an explanation for it. I don't know. I don't know. Just to be honest, I don't know. Because again, to me, it looks like again he still has one bubble and the bubble just broke or just dissipated here eventually. Like it almost broke, but it just went over due to the duration of it. So I don't know specifically about that. But regardless, right? Even had he used both bubbles here, you're 200 HP.
It's still, like it's
still scuffed, you know. And you should die for this. Oh, you're lucky. But even then, again, even if you don't die for it, you'll lose the resource trade, which is not great. So we'll see here. Yeah, your Genji's gonna get pushed. Sure. Leap does look great. So what do you do here after your Genji dies? What should you do? It's like one obvious thing.
Wait.
Yeah, wait, right? Or you can walk into here and threaten backline, right? So threaten the walk up. So you can walk here, and then you get scouting information on where the backline's playing. If the backline walks up, you threaten them. Ideally, you would have kept the wall here too, so you can get again a clean engage here. But essentially, you're playing to bait, right? You're playing for them to walk into your space here, and then you can look for a trade or again when the backline walks. But not great leap there either. This doesn't give you a good angle. it's easy to force you out here because you've got no leap, and they can just damage you from 2 different angles. So really not a great leap there. Okay. Oh, that's a tough flashbang. It's useless. You're getting infinite help, Jesus Christ. And your Kiriko gets the tracer somehow. But yeah, I'll go from top down because I want to see where your team play. You could have seen like how look at this. The brick just can't play here. Like this is just a hard feeling from the brick, you know. Like again, if you had just walked over here, you shoot the brick, you draw some aggro from the cast, maybe you block it a little bit. If you haven't got your own wall, if not, then you can look for a wall engage. So you can wall off the brick, split off the back line, engage onto the brick, use a block to kite back onto point, right? That kind of engage could be really nice to see. But yeah, I guess what kind of motivates you to like leap over here in the first place?
I thought the Zarya would walk in the same direction as where she killed the Genji, and I would have booped him off the map.
Oh, I mean that's a very bad thing to think of. Banking on the fact that again you're banking on something to poop someone off the map rather than actually looking to play the better macro. But yeah. Okay. Let's see here. Again, you're forced to wall this, which is not great. Just prolongs your engage. Like this reminds me of like Winston's who just you constantly lose space, and they're forced to like bubble away all the time. Again, it's not an efficient use of resources here, so you're constantly on the back foot because of how you're using your cooldowns. Okay, let's see here. All right, gas dies. Right, this again, this mindset's a lot better, right? So where you're allowing them to walk forward here, so you can get a good wall. So this is fine. Okay, fine. Fine. Sure, feels good. Unfortunate from, you know, the poop thing, right? The fucking grenade perk. Yeah. What is what it is. Okay. I mean, actually, I'm gonna look around here, actually, a little bit. Because I'm thinking now, with the grenade perk, maybe there's a better use of your wall. If you can just jump over it anyways. So, let's see here. Yeah, actually, what can you do here?
I don't know. I guess I could have walled that metal structure thing a bit higher.
I think less to do with your wall. Think more broadly.
More broadly.
Like stuff to do with your wall climb, maybe, stuff to do with like where you can move to. So you kept wall here as well.
Okay, so I'm just there without wall. With my wall, I mean. So I could wall climb onto the middle thing, thread and cast with wall.
Right, so yeah, I think that's kind of the best thing you can really look for here. And now I wouldn't say you need to immediately wall the cast, but the point here being is that the point of this leap, all this needs to do, the point of this, is to force Zarya to walk backwards, right? The Zarya's going to walk backwards regardless of the wall or not. So you know the wall's going to be meaningless. The wall's trivial, right? Compared to what the Zarya can do. So again, I would change how you use your wall based on the fact that you're playing against the Zarya who's got that perk. So I'll keep wall here, leap the Zarya, force her out, wall climb here, look for scouting, right? Where's the big playing? Is the big playing over here to where they're baiting really hard? If they are baiting really hard, then all you need to do is continue to force up the Cassidy. If not, then maybe you can wall climb up here. Still look for a wall into the Cassidy, right? Look at how punishable the Brig is, and then from there on, you know, again, you can force out this person, walk forward here, and then look to try and rotate onto the Brigades into the fight. That's kind of how I look at this fight. So yeah, the Zarya's gonna walk back anyways, regardless of your wall or not, you know. And like now you can walk them up here, and look how stacked they are. They're in one big fat line, you know. This would be a great opportunity to wall maybe here, split off the brick from the Cassidy, and then look to engage into the cast. That could be a completely reasonable engage. Or you could, thinking in my head right now, you could wall climb up here, or wait for your leap for a second here actually. Wait for your leap, wall climb up here, leap from here to here, and again, force point, and this becomes a good position, because again, it's really hard to force you up from here. The Zarya needs to walk in this direction, the cast needs to walk here, the brick needs to turn around, you're zoning essentially 4 different people at once, which allow your team to turn and burn the Zarya. So again, that could have been a nice play to do.
But if I go point, do they not just walk on my team and kill them?
It depends how much attention you're forcing away, right? So there's two things that happen here, right? If you go from A to B, either they don't look at you and they ignore you and you force point. That's fine because you get flip, and even if you lose the fight, you get flip, which is the idea here. Or they all look at you, in which case that's great because then you're zoning 4 people away, And all you need to do here is live on point. You can wall this off, maybe walk them back to high grounds. Again, you're just drawing attention from 4 different people, and that allows your team to walk up and burn the Zarya here. Just a win-win, right? It's either you force point and you get the cap, right? Or they turn onto you, and then again you can just turn and burn the Zarya. But yeah, that's kind of what I want to see here. What I like to see. But yeah. You're just die to air. Unfortunate. Average Juno player. But again, I could have been like a little bit more contrived there. I could have like look at what you look at what your Genji's trying to do. He's trying to play a lot wider here, right? Again, I always say whenever you've got more mobility, use it. And again, I think that would have been a nice thing to do.
My headphone battery,
bro. All right. Yeah. Hello. Yeah. I guess yeah. So what was I gonna say? Oh yeah. Basically the Genji's playing super wide, and whenever you've got more mobility, you need to be using that to your advantage. And actually, I think this is something that's really important to how you play generally, where in the first code, of course, I think greed is a general, like, again, big thing historically with you, but I think more generally, you need to be reading the body language of the enemy team, or thinking about what they're trying to do here, like, and thinking about whether you need to use your cooldowns to do what you want to do here. So again, had you read the body language of the Zarya, you know she's backing up anyways. You haven't got to actually waste your wall here. And again, you can wall climb up here and read the body language of the enemy team. Where are they moving? Where's the brig playing? Where's the backline playing? And again, forcing point here can be really good against a comp that can't really force you out that easily. So yeah, I think that again, that play there can really swing the pace of the fight. Not to mention, had you force point here, there's a good chance as well the cast will be looking at you, not your Juno. And that could maybe save the Juno's life. It's a bit optimistic there, but yeah. And now all you're doing is trying to look for a trade onto a Genji that's going to get bubbled anyways. And if I go to a POV here, this Genji, like, trust me, you'll probably get more danger than the Genji is compared to you. So, you leaping here is actually putting yourself at more risk compared to the Genji. So you're going to get beamed by a high charge Zarya here, sadly. And you haven't got wall. So, yeah, not great. Okay. The wall's better there again, but again, she's going to jump over it anyways, you know? And again, regardless of what you do here, you can leap onto her, forget this wall, you can leap onto her, and she will back up anyways. Because again, you win the frontline matchup into the Zarya, regardless, when you got leap up. When you can actually one-shot her. So, yeah. I mean, I guess that, again, that leap says, okay, the leap makes sense there, right, because you can boop her away, but I don't think the wall did anything that contributed to you getting the kill that much, right? It was mainly the fact that you booped the Zarya in this direction here that led you to getting the kill. But yeah. Okay. Alright. So this is an important idea, that I think I mentioned it, like, over the last 2 days of coaching, I've mentioned this to pretty much every single person that I've pretty much had a session with, and it's visual aggro, right? So, here, what visual aggro are you taking? Who's looking at you right now?
A brig.
A brig. Do you need to be blocking a brig?
I don't need to be blocking a brig.
No, you don't, right? So, it changes, right? It's fluid, it's dynamic, it changes based on who's looking at you right now. So here, yes, you are taking a lot of visual aggro because there's Cassidy looking at you, and a Juno as well. So, if you're looking here, it makes a bit more sense, right? But the second this guy D-peaks, right, like this, or reloads, or whatever the case is, you can stop blocking, right? You can walk up, you can play super close, you can threaten the angle here, instead of having to waste all your block. So yeah, that's kind of the key thing. It's the same thing with March Reform as well, where Rams will hold their block forever for some time, for no reason, even though there might be no visual aggro going onto them. Same idea here. And now, you would love to have your block, right? Because now, this guy's shooting at you, but you haven't got anything. You haven't got your block here at all, because you wasted it. So yeah.
Yeah.
Wall's decent there. Okay. Fine. And that's better block usage there, because again, you're not taking any visual aggro. Unfortunately, your team just died to the High Noon anyways, so not much you can really do about that. But yeah. Okay, now looking for a trade more reasonable. The Brig's in open space. She's really close to you. She's within one-shot range. You've got wall here too. So hopefully you can get this Brig. Oh, unfortunately you didn't wall her off. Now you do. Okay, fine. How the hell do you miss that leap? Let's see.
I have the perk. It makes it. Wait, no, I don't even have the perk.
You can't even use that code. That's kind of sad.
Yeah, I can't even. Oh, man.
Yeah, we'll see. How the hell? Yeah, you just
have you tried leaping at someone from a centimeter away?
Maybe. I think you're kind of overcomplicating it to where treat it like a Ryan swing. You know, like go from left to right. You're swinging your camera the wrong way. So swing your camera from left to right like this, so you can like cross the entire space with your slash. Similar to how you would on Ryan swings. But yeah, barring that, that's kind of sad. So that Brig's gonna live, which should never happen, to be honest. You live, you're fine. Okay, Wallahi, what are we blocking, you know? Like, the block here is fine, right? Because you're taking a Zarya beam. Oh, she dead ass doesn't beat you. She's reloading right now and looking at you. And you're still blocking.
Yeah,
like,
I don't know.
Yeah, like, again, it's just... It's obviously a bit of micro, right? But again, it's just like... It shows to me that you're not looking at the enemy team. You're not responding to what they're doing quickly enough. Okay. Yeah, I mean, the fight that was going to be lost the second you didn't kill the Brig, right? And again, I think also in Kitsune, you got the wall back really, really fast. You could have walled off the Brig really, really early. But yeah. Okay. Did he intentionally miss the Mega here?
No, I tried to hit it. I thought I grabbed it.
Yeah, you just leapt over it, unfortunately.
I did not get it.
Unlucky. Alright. Okay, do you want to have a look at the final code, or if you've got another code here as well?
I do have another code.
Oh, I see. Let's see. UG9. Okay. Alright, see. Yeah, Doom. Anything particular on this point here that you want to look through? Like attack or defense, like a point, whatever.
I think it took a while.
Alright, first we'll look at that. Sim's gonna be rough. The Sim can farm beam off your wall, which is really annoying. Okay, let's see here. Also Doom. How do I feel about this? I'm being nitpicky here, right? I think I would prefer you to wall this first, then go for the slash. Because the slash is reasonable, right? In terms of the fact that, again, you want to slash here, get to high ground, threaten high ground, etc., right? But again, I'm just scared that you're going to get slept or some dog shit things going to happen to you by you deciding to wall not first. And also, before all of that, what should you be doing? Before that you would leap here, before you wall? Yes, look to the right, please. I have no idea where the Ana's at, without having to go third person, you know? Like, now I know, oh yeah, now the Ana's like playing, now the Ana can't sleep you because she's fucking baiting, right? She's playing 20 trillion units away. So the slash is going to be reasonable, right? But again, funnily enough, had you known that, do you even need to wall this?
No.
Not really, right? The purpose of this wall is just for the Doom, right? To make sure you can't punch away. But had you known that, then you can just wall in this direction here, and then force him to, like, you know, do punch up the stairs. That's fine. You can chase him in this direction. That's fine. You can even wall here as well, so he's forced to punch up the stairs, so you can keep chasing him, right? Like, that's the point of like the scouting. Is like it tells you how to use your cooldowns. But yeah, this wall's gonna be air. It's not gonna do much, sadly. It allows the wall climb. That's really good. Your walls use to wall climb there. Okay, fine. Okay, Doom does some crazy tech. Fine. Alright, so better there. Nice. Well, that's decent. Let's see here again. I'm not a fan of your block. Like, this Doom. Who wins? You or Doom?
Not me.
Can Ana see you as well? Or can Ana see the Doom? That
No,
no.
and I can see the Doom, I think.
Maybe, right? But again, the big fat dumpster truck, whatever the garbage thing, right, can save you. Or you can use that as cover, right? So it's really the threat of a Doom. So I would not be concerned about blocking him, considering there's no Sleep Dart, there's no Honor Nade, there's no, again, the aggro that's going on to you right now is null and void. It's a single Doom. Who cares? So yeah. Force him out. Fine. All's good. Nice. Great. No issue there. Okay. Oh, I really don't like this. Oh, you don't.
Yeah, I didn't like. I don't know why I did that. High ground.
Yes, over here, please. Right, super hard to threaten you. You can still threaten the corner. Yeah. All good. Let's see here again. And also, since they're running sim, where else can you be scouting? If you're the sim, if I'm approaching the sim...
Oh yeah, behind me.
Yes, right, over here. So she might TP from here to here and then look for a retake, right? So again, this also gives you scouting information by going up to here, rather than walking forward here because of the fucking wall. So yeah. Honestly, that sim should be doing that, if the sim's smart. Okay. Okay, fine, I can live with that, I was going to be a little bit nitpicky there because I thought you were going to go a little bit too deep here, but the wall saves you, so I'm fine with it. I think it's a fine wall. Let's see where you move to. Okay. Kill the sim, nice. Got Doom, good. Because the backline zoned off, yeah, nice. Much better. Okay, going Juno, she's isolated. Nice. Okay. Don't. I'm gonna try and get the goal. You don't. You go to high ground. Good. Not greeting. Unfortunate wall. Oh, you get the wall there. Okay, nice. Okay, lead back. Good. Okay. Your catch just feast there. I'm not gonna cry you for that. Okay, sure. Also Genji, he's speeding. Nice. Okay. Oh, I don't like the tackle policy here. Who should you go on here? And why did you go on Doom?
I probably, if I'm being honest, probably not go on anyone here. Because if I go on Juno, Doom can punch me into his team, and I die.
I mean, I actually didn't think about it that much, to be honest. I mean, I'm not gonna be a micro Andy and say, oh yeah, you could leap to the high ground here and then slash the Juno and then maybe the Doom doesn't punch you, whatever. I think that kind of makes sense if you can play a little bit safer here. But yeah, I think you can either not leap here or try and get the one-shot kill onto the Juno. And hell, you've got wall here as well, I believe. Yes, you do. Right, so you can one-shot and then wall off the Doom in case you're scared about getting punched off. So I wouldn't worry about it too much. Like, the Ana is in spawn right now, the Genji's dead, like, you're fine, right? Again, if the worst case scenario you get punched off, you go ahead, you wall off, you're fine. So yeah. Okay. You get, okay, whatever. But yeah, okay. Fine, leap away. Looks reasonable. Okay, leap away. Chilling. Probably don't need your block again. Look at the visual. Look what's on your screen. Just, I beg you, have a little bit of patience and look what's going on your screen. Right? I don't know what's going on your screen because you're not giving me time to look. So let's see here. 0.25.
Let me see what I can do.
Right? I don't even know what visual aggro you're taking because you're not looking at the Cassidy. Right? The Doom's not the worry here. It's the cast. That's what you're scared of, right? I assume. And it should be because the HP thing, the range thing, right? So yeah,